Hello, friends. Uh, Today I want to talk about. Uh, I will keep it brief. Brief. I try to keep it brief. Uh, it's about a reaction of a normal person who do not see things in its context or its details, or he's he's not aware of such details about which he is commenting, and it is not a mistake of him, uh, but it's just a perception of many majority of Europeans, or the host people who are the host of millions of migrants or refugees in Europe and West. So I shared a video. I have a very good friend from Sweden. I share a video with him about something happened somewhere in which uh, I don't remember exactly, but it is about the incidents which are happening one after one, and in so much quantity in Europe. For example, stabbing of Jews, or any extremist behavior of Muslims, and their show of power or like that. So he said that, yes, I remember the video, that a video about Sweden, and I will see the link and put in the description also, that what Sweden was and what it has become after immigrants, like burning of cars and violence and mafia and gangs and criminal activities, and especially in Malmo, so much arson and so much burning of vehicles. So he said, in the report it was said that due to the migrants, yes, they get the job and they contribute to the economy, but those people are not concerned. More than that, uh, the the people, the migrants, are dependent on government's aid. For example, these refugees, uh, which are associated with a particular religion. I'm talking about Muslims. So he said it's just a far right propaganda. I see it very differently, because I think they do not know the reality. I, being a Muslim in my past, I was in that ideology. I know the mindset of the people coming from this region, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. And a video circulated also, you could have seen that the Qatar, minister of Qatar, said that Europe do not know what type of people are they. Uh, so the people who are protesting against Israel are not allowed to protest in Dubai, Saudi, or these type of countries, because their law is very strict. They do not allow them to behave like those who are doing these protests, pro-Palestine protests in Germany, France, Sweden, and this. So, in response to his uh, comment that it's a far-right propaganda, it is not right. He do not know about those people. I come from that background. Uh, Here I am not uh, going on a one side, on extremist side, because every opinion, every attitude has two sides. It can be extremist, like atheism. There can be people in atheism who can be extremist, but uh, very rarely, and that is only if that can only be happen if uh, there is a mistaken understanding of that atheist, because he is not fully aware of the claim he is making about leaving that dogma. So, as I come from Pakistan, I know. I tell him that look at the attitudes. He said after second comment that uh, they came from extremist environment. They wanted to leave it. That's why they came here. So why they will involve in such? I say no. Millions of Muslims, even on for the uh, they make it, maybe many have genuine excuses for taking refuge, getting refuge here, but many, but the majority come here for economical reasons. Their attitude towards religion, their attitude towards their mindset is again, I can say, honest, or loyalty. Their loyalty is again with their country or their religion, and more than the country, it's the religion who they trust and who they have the loyalty for, not to the country where they are taking refuge. For example, if a Pakistani come to UK, France, Germany, anywhere, he will say first I'm Muslim and then I'm French or I'm Swedish, like that. And their attitudes, like uh, you can check those behaviors when I have a friend who told that from last 12 years I have not paid any ticket for tram or bus or anything. And whenever I have to pay for ticket and the checker come to me and he see the ticket, I say okay, but if he doesn't check, I regret it, that why I have bought it. This is their attitude. And for example, we went to a park. This happened. A Pakistani family who doesn't pay for the tickets, and like they get a chance. They see that there is rush, so they uh, get inside from other route, or maybe beside those and do not stop to get the ticket. So I mean to say that they want a free things, and they want, even they do not ashamed of not getting the ticket. So they went inside without getting ticket, and when I reach there on the gate, I see there a ticket booth. I get the ticket for my own for family, and even my family is blaming me, and that family is blaming that you are very fool. Why you did not come without ticket? Uh, like we look at us, and you can go free on buses, on trams, and just look at checkers. If you see, you can get out. Like, this is a small example. Likewise, in my university, there was uh, a network of people. The people are working for a mobile network. They are distributing SIM cards, and for that SIM cards, they say that if you have the SIM card for another network, you can change it to our network, and we will give you a free mobile phone. And if you are using that network from many months, so what the Desis did, what the Pakistanis did, they went to Tesco, they bought many SIMs, and they come there and they get the mobile, and again they do the same after some 1 hour 2 hour, and then they understand that what are they doing, that they are not using that sim, that another network for months, but they have bought it now, and they say we are using it from many months, and this we want to change to your network and give us a mobile, and they get four mobiles. So this is their attitude, and they have religion still in their mind that okay, we came here, we get a good life here, we get every right here of living, we get insurance, free medical facilities, free social services, everything that you need to live your a good life, which they can't afford in their countries. So they get everything here, and again they are loyal to religion, and they say the the law should be Islamic here. They do not understand the where that law exists, like in Afghanistan, Syria, Pakistan. Why they came from there? Uh, I met a I met a mom of my friend. She came to Nurdistan, and I asked her, "How are you?" She said, "We had nothing in Pakistan. Here we have everything. My son is working and is very happy, and it's very good. But I don't like these people. They don't have God or Rasul. In Urdu, इनका तो ना अल्लाह है ना रसूल है." I thought that is why they are prosperous. That's why you got prosperity here. What extremism you have left, and so there, for example, I was working in a delivery company, and in Ramadan I went to a pizzeria, and he refused to offer me a glass of water. He said, "Why you not fasted? Why I should fast?" I mean, they have imposing aggressive type of attitude. If they are silent on anything, do not think that they are okay with that law, but they cannot speak there. If they are in majority, if they are in position to talk a dogma, they will. You have never seen, or even I have never seen any European protested like that. They protest very politely, very humbly, but look at protest by these Muslims in UK, in Germany, like hitting the cars of police, burning, and what happened in France, you know better. In those 1 week, almost 1 week or more after the murder of a young Syrian or some Arab who have violated the law, and police has to save others from that accident, and in mistaken he was, and after that the millions of property of millions is burned, cars, libraries, churches, what not, and many children are stabbed by these Muslims, extremists. I'm not saying all Muslims, but extremist Muslims. And for example, Thomas, I think, and any other, many in France. I have subscribed to a news of some one region, and I am getting daily news about stabbing, and every daily or every second day, third day, stabbing, and or even murder of a teacher, Samuel Paty, or other incidents also. I never see they have done something that these Muslims do. So look at their attitudes. Maybe far right can be using it, but why they are getting popular? Why they are becoming popular? And this he say that yes, they have become racist, but the first thing is these Muslims, Islam is not a race, it's an ideology, it's a cult. So it is not a racism. And they say they bring their tradition, their culture. It's not a culture. It's their mindset. It's their segregation. It's their imposing ideology. You can say narcissism, segregation by halal, haram, and dominance that we are the best people on earth, and we have to make others. I see an interview in which a Muslim interview another Muslim family who settled here in France, and they said, "We are very happy here, everything is very good, but one thing we want, that they should be Muslim." So, and millions of Muslims who are look very good, very humble, very not like those extremists, but again tendency they have tendency to do violence or to support violence. They cannot be silenced on, because inside somewhere them, if they are Muslim, inside somewhere them there is hatred for non-Muslim. and they think themselves as superior to other people. So the the man with a Muslim background, the man with a Pakistani background, they know better about those people. And look at protests in UK. How the behavior of police is very very bad towards its own citizens, its own people. And on the other hand, for pro-Palestine protest, where these shitty people like Ali Dawa and these are clearly saying on video, we will kill those dogs. They are calling Jews dogs and use word killing. And upon that, a police officer is silent. And on the other hand, if someone is talking about 7th October, the children and innocent civilians are dead, even they cannot talk about it. Is this Europe? Is this British? I see no bars. Bars are diminishing. Like, there are bars, but many areas of Muslims, you don't see Europe. You don't observe for great values. I came here to check that. In 2013, I first left Pakistan. At that time, I was Muslim, but I was raged when I see mosques and Maulvis there. I said, why there are Maulvis? Why there are mosques here? Even I was practicing Muslim at that time. And a person who gave me a room on rent, and it was a mosque, uh, a place he rented for mosque, but he was renting to people also coming from Pakistan who live there. He demanded rent from them. So one day we went to a Muslim graveyard which they have provided them. A minister came to dig a grave for that Muslim from a mayor of that city. And I say, after when we are returning to home, I say, yeah, they are good people, they are doing this and this. He was a refugee. He is getting everything from government, free house, social. He was not doing any job, just coming to mosque and do pray and talk there, and he was not doing anything. If he could be in Afghanistan, his life could be worst with his family and along with his family. And here he is very prosperous, living a very good life, prosperous life, free education, free health, everything one can get in a good life. And he say, no, they are just giving because they have some I don't I mean, they have some agenda or behind that. And I said, then why the Muslim countries don't have this welfare type of agenda? Of course, it was some many years, 15 years before. I was not in position to argue with him, but in my mind I thought, what type of people are they? What type of people who are not loyal to the country, who give them new life, who give them everything. So it is not a propaganda by far right. You can see the videos, the evidence for that. There is a lot of evidence for that. where you can see the difference of attitudes of natives and immigrants or refugees. And look at their education level. What type of jobs are they doing? Indians are getting good job, good salary, good because of their capability, capacity, their talent. But Pakistanis and these, and after getting education, Indians, and when I was in college, mostly all Indians go back, but Pakistani never go back. And again, he's not loyal to the country where he lives in Europe. So look at their attitudes. So they have the same thing in their mind about dress when they see uh, girls or women in their skirts or in their shirts. They think it's legal to rape them, and there are several uh, incidents happen, and they are covered, their names are covered. Look at the case of grooming gang in UK, in Germany, in France also. Ayan Harsi Ali has mentioned about everything in his book Pray, uh, Islam, Immigration and Erosion of Women Rights. So this is the condition, and look at their attitudes, how they protest. If you see their videos, and if you follow the news for a long time, to genuinely search about it, then you will know that it is not propaganda. How long the Europe, how long these people who you call far right tolerate this? So it is the same. You say these are good people, yes, they are good people, but when they are good people, because when they are not in the power, like they are in Makkah Muslims, the if you read the history of the life of Prophet Muhammad or history of Islam, when they were not in strong position, they just it is a part of belief that they found it. They see the women dress, how the women dress in West, they feel it bad, they should feel it bad in their minds. This is their part of teachings of Islam. And when they are in majority, in power, in position to act, they rape them, and they justify them by the teachings of Quran and Hadith and Islam. And many are innocent, many don't not know about their religion, only they have born in that family, but they are not aware of what teachings, but still they have some virus or some which can by the time can increase, can be increased, that mindset, that thinking. I myself see the dominant position of Muslims in those areas which do not look like Europe. In so much hot summer, you see hijab and burqas. It's a cruelty to women. And domestic violence is not crime in their families. They say it's family matter. When state intervenes, they say it's Islamophobia. They are working against us. And we have not given jobs. Are you capable of getting those jobs? No. There are mosques where you see many people, but in offices, in good offices, in higher offices, no, nothing, no one. What and where are they are? They demand time for prayer, they demand time for Ramadan, they are demanding this, that. China is doing very well for them, for their work. You have not come to practice your religion in the offices and or schools, or even the hijab is banned in France. I see in institute I was public institute where they were permitted to get to wear hijab. That because they are dominant there. In Ramadan, teacher cannot eat in front of them. They are dominant. They can say clearly to the teacher, it's haram, it's halal. And teacher cannot say that, okay, according to your belief, this is that, but it has no bad effect on health. Pork has no bad effect on health if it's taken moderately, or it's not that bad that you say it's haram. It's, alcohol is not that bad that you say even drop is bad or haram, or even I was in a pharmacy whereas I was doing job, pharmaceutical company, and the manager said that we do not use alcohol at any medicine. Even we have purchased a cake, and a Muslim woman, and they are in an institute, it's haram because there is some material of alcohol in it, dried alcohol or whatever. What shit! These people, their mindset, God. And a Turkish woman proudly said that Erdogan did good that he changed Hagia Sophia to a mosque, and it is very good for everyone, that policy of Erdogan is very good and all that. Look at the situation of human rights there. Look at genocide of Armenia in history, it is covered. But they are not aware. They are proudly saying Prophet has married 13 women only to provide them uh, provide them care, provide them money, and this. The question arises, which no one has asked, that how he take care if he himself was so poor. Only at time of Hazrat Khatija he was in a good condition, economic condition, due to Hazrat Khatija, and even he the business became worse at his time. There are hadiths about it. So after that he had nothing, and the whole source of his income was to looting and gathering non-Muslims' property, and he has he has desires. He wanted that, so he married those women. He kept slaves, many things like that. Anyone. So this is not a far-right propaganda. You don't know, like many innocent Muslims don't know about the real teachings of Islam and the attitude, you say that they came from a extremist environment. They have that extremist environment in their mind, and they want theirs here also. They only come here for economy, for good life, and they are not able to understand that why these countries became prosperous, why they adopt, how, why they are prosperous because of adopting these modern values. For them, the values are Islamic. The best values are Islamic: child marriage, polygamy, slavery, Sharia. They are now doing the works of Medina Muslims. Like in Germany, thousands came out for uh, Sharia, implementing Khilafah. UK, Germany. The cities, the big cities are not like before. Look at the condition, look at the pictures, look at the videos, look at what's happening. The appeasement of government, the politicians for them. So far right is, even the liberal Muslims should support far right, because they are ruining everything. They are ruining the culture, ruining the values here. So I will talk on it, this subject again also. Thank you for listening.